I want to come back to the pedestrian world of federal politics now and talk about Labor trying to deal with whether or not it accepts the voters' verdict at the election, whether or not the tax package, as enunciated by the government and taken to the election when tax was the #1 issue, and Labor said they demanded that there would be a mandate for their package should they win the election. Well, are they going to let the government's package through? Here's the latest from the now Shadow Treasurer, Jim Chalmers, this morning.
I think, obviously, there were some issues around the complexity of the tax proposals that we took. We couldn't build a big enough constituency for those changes.
Oh, man, these guys don't learn, Jane. This is just hilarious. It wasn't bad policies. It's not higher taxes. They're too complex for those dumb voters to understand.
Yep, we're all a bunch of dummies. That's the first time I've seen that. That is just pure magic. Talk about gobbledygook. Pass all the tax cuts. It is what the electorate voted for. If you win the next election, you can take back what you want to. Just get on with it. The end.
Just so insulting to voters, Peter. It's too complex for them.
We're hearing this again and again. The penny will drop eventually, but certainly my concern for Jim Chalmers will be if he keeps that line of reasoning going, they'll be out of government again for the next election.
I guess, you know, I sometimes get lots of lovely comments to this program and some of my columns, right? And thank you for all the nice comments. But so often the haters always say, oh, you're saying this again, you're saying this again. And one of my themes for well over 10 years, John, has been that the left of politics continually insults voters in that way, basically saying you're not smart enough to know about the complex things that are good for you. And when they're going to keep saying that, I have to keep pointing out that it's not going to win them any favours.
You know, if I was running a centre-left party in the Western world right now, and we've got a whole generation of experience to draw on here, it's very obvious how they could win elections. Be a little bit right-wing on economics. Yes. That's it. That's it. Now, you can be left-wing on all the other little issues out there, global warming, all the identity politics, do that stuff. But Bill Clinton, Bob Hawke, Tony Blair have all taught us you can win elections from the left if you're right-wing on economics.
It is not rocket science. You've nailed it. You have nailed it. And Bob Hawke was the greatest at flattering the intelligence of the electorate. He took them into his confidence time and time again. And you're right. Just be right-wing on economics, and you can have some of those emotional touchstones on some of these other issues where you want to appear to be more compassionate or more progressive. Fine, away you go.
But whatever the policy, your first point was absolutely right. Whatever your policy, if it doesn't get up, do not blame the Australian vote.
Don't blame the voters,
that seems to me I mean, I'm not in elected office, and I've never run for elected office, but it seems to me a cardinal principle.
Well, I would have thought I'm not very good at personal relationships. You know, I'm just not a very... I just don't work with people very well. I'm more of a misanthrope. Confessions live on television. But I understand from people who are very gregarious and do have a lot of friends that one of the ways they do that is that they're nice to people. Like, they don't say, Peter, you're an idiot. You're just an idiot. Why would you... You know, don't come on my show, you're an idiot. You know, and politics is about the same, isn't it? You want to tell the voters, perhaps, nice things.
You want to bring them along with you.
Yeah, indeed, indeed.